Alright, we're going to tape out this wall here. First step in taping is you need a pail. Take your mud, open your box up. Pick it up. Now when you're mixing mud for taping, you want it fairly soupy. The more fluid, the better it rolls underneath your tape. The more dry it is, the more chance you have of getting blisters. A couple spongefuls should be good. Check it. It will stiffen up a little bit after sitting, so don't be afraid to make it too soupy. Got a pail of water here as well, keep my tools clean. It's always nice to tape with clean tools. Now all I need for taping, I have a 6-inch knife, a pan, a 4-inch knife for the taping part of things. I also have a hawk and trowel for coating, a tape reel, roll of tape, and a set of bead snips for corner bead. You see how loose this is and how soupy it is? It rolls underneath your tape real nice. And you get less blisters, less chance of blisters.
So why do you put mud on the wall before you put your tape?
Alright, you put mud on your wall before your tape, so your tape goes on after and it sticks. This is a butt joint. The board actually butts together, and this is a flat. It's actually beveled, and the tape should be embedded inside the bevel when finished. I like to do my butt joints first. Take them right down to the flat. Tape your flats, and then last, tape your angle. When taping butts, a little bit of mud.
So when you drag your tape sideways, or your knife sideways like that, that prevents the mud from falling?
Yes, kind of flattens it out for you. And make sure you have mud behind all of your tape. You can see the seam underneath the mud. Put the tape right in the middle of the seam. And when wiping, pinch the bottom, wipe upwards. That way, you get no mud on the floor. Then you can wipe down, and it's minimal mud on the floor. Don't wipe all your mud out, just a good tight wipe. If you wipe it too tight, wipe all your mud out, you end up with blisters. thing. Turn your knife to the side, run it up. Fill that gap up with mud, if there's any gaps, and then roll it flat. Flattens it out, so you have mud behind all of your tape. Tear it right up the flat. Hold it. Wipe up, so no mess. And there you have it. There's your butts. Now with flats, same thing. Run it off the side of your 6-inch knife. Once you run it back, make sure you have mud in the whole barrel.
What I like to do is just keep in mind, if you can see the drywall paper, your mud's too thin. Would you agree, Chad?
Yes.
You don't want to see through the mud. You want the mud to fully coat.
Now, find the center of the joint with your thumb. You can feel it. Don't wipe tight, just get it on there. And tear it in the corner. When wiping, start in the middle and work your way out. Clean up any excess mud on the outside of the bevel. Come back this way. Once again, you do not want to wipe too hard and wipe all your mud out. It's a nice, fluid action. And same thing. Off the side of your 6-inch is the easiest way.
After you get that like fairly flat, before you put your tape on, I'll just do a close up.
Okay. There you go. As you can see, the bevel is completely full of mud. I will find my joint, stick my tape, and once again use my thumb, and wipe light.
And if you're an amateur like me, I just do short sections at a time, which is, still works out the same.
In the middle, and work your way out.
Explain what you're doing right now with this.
All right, you can see I've wiped it. The bevel is a little hollow there. Not 100% necessary, but it does make it nicer when it's time to coat. Fill that bevel up.
Okay. And this is what the tapes look like.
Now, I will finish off this last small flat and then run an angle tape.
Why would you do your angles last, Chad?
I find if you do your butts first and take them right to your flat, and then run your flats actually overlap that butt.
Oh, explain that again, Chad.
I find when I run my butts first, when I run my flats second, it actually overlaps the butt joint tape right there. So you have a nice seal, nothing's gonna crack.
Okay.
And same for the angle. When I do the angle, I'll fold the paper and it will actually overlap the end of the flat here and everything's tied together nicely.
Okay.
Now I'll use my 4" for angles. And I just butter both sides, run it off the side of your knife the same way the flat and the 6". Now you will notice with the tape, if you look at it closely, it has a seam down the center of it. It folds one way. Pull out the amount needed. Start at the top. Use your fingers to push it in tight. If you poke it in with your knife, you can cut that tape and it will crack down the road. Use your fingers. Cut it. Make sure it is in the angle, in the corner. Now, same as the butt, I like to wipe lightly upwards. Because if you go the other way, that's going to line up on the ground. Now all your excess mud is out. Start at the top. Keep your knife square and wipe it tight. And there you have it, your angle.